The HP 5890 is a very old gas chromatograph, first introduced by Hewlett-Packard in 1984. At its core, it was launched as an analog instrument, allowing data output via detector signal ports and remote start using physical connectors on the top of the unit. Chromperfect still supports this analog method using the Tigre interface, but this offers passive data collection only, with no control over instrument parameters. However, the 5890 could be upgraded for digital communication. This upgrade provides better signal fidelity, greater dynamic range, and allows full instrument control from within Chromperfect. To make this work, a specific upgrade kit is required for the GC, including RS-232 and iNet hardware and compatible firmware. We find that many 5890s still in use today have already been upgraded, but it's essential to confirm compatibility before ordering. In this short video, we'll look at the required components, firmware versions, and configuration settings needed to use Chromperfect with an HP 5890. Please note, these parts have not been manufactured for decades. If your instrument is not compatible, you may need to rely on the secondhand market for the required components. If this is not viable, the analog setup with the Tigre interface remains a reliable alternative. Let's look at what's required for digital compatibility. First, the 5890 must include the iNet board, part number 19257600015, installed inside the GC. All dip switches on this board must be in the up position to enable iNet communication. Next, you must connect iNet cables from the ports on the top right of the GC to the iNet ports on the autosampler controller. These connections must form a complete in-out loop between the controller and the GC. If you do not have an autosampler connected, simply connect the iNet controller cables together to the in and out ports on the top of the GC. The RS-232 board, part number 19257600020, must also be installed at the rear panel of the GC. This enables communication with Chromperfect via a serial connection. The firmware must also match. For the Series A 5890, use ROM 05890805150 in socket U710, with revision G shown at startup. For the Series 2 5890, use ROM 05890800325 in socket U35 with revision 0201 or higher. The 7673 autosampler controller must contain 3 key components. Controller card, part number 18594-660. Controller ROM U6, part number 18594-80305. iNet card, part number 18594-630. Chromperfect connects to the RS-232 port on the 5890 GC using a serial cable. Most modern PCs do not have native serial ports, so an adapter is required. For a single GC, we recommend the Moxa U-Port 1100 USB to RS-232 adapter. For multiple GCs, use a multi-port RS-232 to Ethernet server, such as the B+B SmartWorks model, formerly known as Quatec. Alternatively, Chromperfect's Pantera device also provides Ethernet to serial connectivity and is supported. With all these components installed and connected correctly, Chromperfect can collect digital data and control the HP 5890 GC. Remember, even if your GC does not have the correct configuration and availability or cost is prohibitive, you can still use Chromperfect with your 5890 and the analog connections to a Tigre interface. If you have questions about compatibility or setup, please contact our support team.